David Stout, and I'll be talking about some values of video games. There are 3 values that I want to go over. One is the representation of gaming, the social activities, number 2, and then the last one is the educational value of gaming. Now, the misrepresentation and misunderstood is from the mass media saying games are evil or etc. Like there's no regulation on games and parents are just letting their children be corrupt from these games. That's actually not true. There's many labels and many restrictions on games that are inappropriate for kids. Another one is that all games are just violent or they make students violent, and that there's no point in violent video games. That's actually incorrect. There's statistics showing that there's no correlation in between violence in students or kids and actual violent video games. There's a link to the source down there. Another interesting fact is that games like Call of Duty is not just all about violence. In fact, most veterans who play video games actually play games like Call of Duty first, that Battlefield as a second in a list. Now I want to go over the social value of video games. In video games, you can learn how to work with people. Games such as League of Legends or CSGO, you have to work with people. Even if you don't like them, it'll show you how to deal with certain types of people, and that it's not just so antisocial. There are even social games like VR Chat, which plenty of people play, and I've had very many odd social interactions in that game. And this way, video games really help people become more social. It's shown in statistics that people that play social video games actually help them socialize in real life and dealing with real life people and problems. Another thing is bonding between friends and family. There's a lot of bonding between games. You can have fun, competition, but nothing too serious. This helps families become together closer and lets friends hang out in a fun way. Now, my third value is the educational value. There are many simulations and learning games that were built just for that purpose. As you can see in the picture, there's actually a VR game for surgeons to practice surgery. And this will help increase the success of surgery in many ways. And there are many other games where you can learn in non-traditional ways, just like MET is. MET's a non-traditional. You don't sit in lines and you do your work and then go home and do homework. These are untraditional ways which people don't expect of what you can learn in video games. The first one is actually from Space Engineers. Space Engineers is a space game with a sandbox with engineering and creativity. A program called the MGTA is a technology program that helps teach students computer science and the future of technology and innovation. This, teamed up with the creators of Space Engineers, them together let their students create projects, and it was beneficial for both of them because there's something for the workshop which other players can use that these students create, and the students learn computer science. And the reason why this is because there's actual computers that you have to program in Space Engineers, or axles, or anything, levers. There's a bunch of creativity in Space Engineers. There's a large sandbox. Next game, probably no one expects, is actually Roblox. And this is an easy way to learn coding because it's all objective-based. You see over here, you have your workspace and you have an object. Now resolve the objects. Everything has properties. The properties are down here. Everything in the game, or all the games that people make, is object and property-based. If you want to make something move, you have to go into the script and tell the position of the object to move. Other games, like RTS games, such as Warhammer 40K, StarCraft, or accompanied with Heroes 2, teach people in non-traditional ways in time management and resource management, as well as teamwork. Because you need your teammates, and you can't do things alone. You'll be overwhelmed. So it's a good way to split work with people, learn time management overall, learn how to deal with different things at different times, and helps people coordinate what they have to do in thinking process. The last one I want to go over is Hearts of Iron 4. This game is a specific large space strategy game. It teaches people politics, history, maps, and trade with other players, teamwork, cooperation, strategy, large-scale thinking. You have to think for the long run. You have to work with other countries in this. And on the picture, you can see that Italy and Nazi Germany are actually planning to invade Yugoslavia, which happened in history. It's historical based or not historical based, it's up to the players. And in conclusion, games are just a untraditional way that people don't expect to learn because people need challenges. Challenges is what makes human creativity just explode. And without those challenges, creativity won't happen. So that's the reason why people really play games. There's a challenge that people want to complete, and that's what really makes the brain think.